is in the form of those stimulus checks deposited directly into their accounts. The government started issuing those payments to those eligible over the weekend. And NBC4's consumer investigator Randy Mack joins us again tonight. Randy is live, and he's got the latest on when you can expect your check. Randy.
Sometimes things are said that just rather should not be said. We have some stimulus check information for you guys. We have some very important dates. We also have some crazy things that are happening in this country. I could say this video is something that you do not want to miss. Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show where we keep you updated on things that are happening in this country, no matter how crazy they really are. And we keep you updated with stimulus check information. And if you want to know which state is on the list, and guess what? There have been more states added. That video is down below in the description. So when you get done watching this one, you can go click on that one and find out if your state is on the list. And let me tell you something. When they added more states, I was actually shocked. Yes, me. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy because I know that many of you guys were looking for your state. So guys, we have a ton of information for you today on this video. This is the most updated information. And yes, there are some things that shouldn't be said by some in leadership. Let's just say I wouldn't say it because it's not a good thing and it doesn't come out right. But you'll see what I'm talking about later. We're doing a ton of giveaways. And guys, for $2.99, you can join our membership to support your favorite channel, True Life Investing. Yes, True Life Investing, and all you got to do is hit that button down below, sign up, and you're good to go. But to say thank you for doing that, in support of this channel, we're giving away $500 to 2 lucky subscribers. And all you got to do is hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We've got so much important news, and I've got some more giveaway information at the end of this video, so you might want to stick around for that. So let's dive on the screen. So many of you guys have been asking about stimulus check information. Well, is my state sending them out? When are they sending them out? Who's eligible? When am I supposed to get it, and how much? Well, this state in particular said, state says all refund checks printed and mailed, vast majority of direct deposit sent. Indianapolis, the vast majority of Indiana automatic taxpayer refund payments have been processed. That's according to the Indiana Department of Revenue and the Auditor of State's office. So how much do people get? Well, a one-time payment of $125 for eligible taxpayers, and married couples will get $250. Yet again, we know that this information has been given and been sent out already to residents, but yet again, they printed out 1.7 million checks to send out to residents. Indiana's just saying, look, we just want you to know, we have already sent out every check, so there's nothing else to do on our end. The checks are coming your way. And so that begs the next question. Well, several states are sending out inflation relief checks, but some economists say they could further fuel rising prices. So there's a high demand for a stimulus check from millions and millions of people. And yet again, I know why, because inflation. Well, inflation has been a big part of things that have really thrown our financial budget kind of out the window. So it's more like a survivor mode to where we're having to try to figure out every single day how to put food on the table, how to make sure we keep a roof over our head, and how to make sure we can get from point A to point B. Because whether you drive or not, you've got to figure out how to get your medicine. You got to go figure out how to get your daily essentials, or somebody that's helping you that's got to drive. And all these factors play into making sure you have enough money. So that's why there are so many people depending on a stimulus check from several states that are literally hoping they get very, very soon, whether direct deposit or in their mailbox. Now, for those that have a really, really good high-paying job, for those that have got thousands in the bank account and that don't need money, it wouldn't really affect you whether or not a stimulus check would come. But for those that don't even have money to eat, and yes, there are people out there. We saw a senior that literally was on a fixed income, and after he paid his rent, he paid his healthcare costs, his medicine, okay, he was literally negative $12. The meal at the senior place was $2. He couldn't even buy food because he was already in the hole. So a stimulus check for him would be monumental. It would be amazing. And yet again, that is why we come on here. We do our job. We do the research. This is what I don't understand. I thought America was supposed to help each other, not put each other down or make things worse. but right here in this article, several states are sending taxpayers money to help them cope with inflation. But some economists warn that the payments will do little to alleviate the pain of rising costs and could further fuel inflation. But what I love is that several states have stepped up to the plate. Several governors have said, listen, we want to help our people out. Like for Georgia, as hardworking Georgians face rising inflation caused by failed federal government policies, which that's exactly what it's been, a failed federal government policy, we are doing what we can to provide relief by returning their money back into their pockets, said Republican Governor Brian Kemp. So this is something that they understand that several people are struggling right now, and that's all there is to it. Yet again, many states have been able to send out stimulus check information, and if you want to know if your state's on the list, then that video is down below in the description. But yet again, this information really threw me for a flip, because they said that the more they send out stimulus checks, the more inflation is just going to keep going up. And so it's kind of like a lose-lose situation. You try to help people, but you lose because inflation keeps going higher. So the money you send out doesn't really help because everything keeps going up in price. So again, it's between a rock and a hard place. I'm just kind of confused right now about how things are working. It sounds like there's been some really bad decisions made from the top, and it's just everybody's having to deal with it, which is not a very, very good thing. But I wanted to leave you with something a little different, and that I know would actually kind of throw you for a loop, because it threw me for a loop. I literally had to do the research because I couldn't believe it when I heard it. So right here on the screen, Nancy Pelosi argues red states, red states, which is a Republican, should let illegal immigrants stay to pick the crops. And this is a very, very good picture of Nancy Pelosi. I don't know if you're a fan of Nancy Pelosi, but if you are, help me understand why she would say something like this, especially to people who are not even in America. They're actually illegal immigrants. I would really love to know your feedback on this, because me as a human being, it's one thing to say, let them pick your crops because they're illegal. And it's another thing to say, hey, if you can provide some work so that they can make money to provide for their families, that's how it should be said. Not that, hey, you Republicans, give them something to do, let them pick your crops. You need help anyway. I mean, literally, in this article, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Friday that Republican governors should welcome the influx of migrants coming across southern border because they can pick the crops in their states. We have a shortage of workers in our country, and you see even in Florida, some of the farmers and the growers are saying, why are you shipping these immigrants up north? We need them to help pick crops down here. And yet again, this, I think it really boils down to how you say things, because you have her way that says, let the illegal immigrants stay to pick the crops. And the way that I think it should be said is, hey, if you need help out in the field, then that would be a great opportunity for people to make some extra cash to help their families. I'm just saying, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. But guys, I saw that and I thought, wow, that threw me for a loop, because how in the world is she getting away with that? If Donald Trump would have said this, you and I both know that he would have been on the electric chair. I'm just saying, he couldn't have said that. If DeSantis said something like this, he would have been thrown in the ocean. But yet again, it's so twisted sometimes with how certain people get away with certain things, and it just sometimes it gets my blood boiling, because it's not right in this case for her to say something like that. But guys, I'm leaving it up to you. You make the final decision on whether she should or shouldn't have said it. But guys, I love you. I appreciate who you are and what you've done, your love and support for this channel. Thank you for joining our membership. Yes, it's only $2.99. That little bit of amount helps us keep doing what we're doing. So guys, I love you. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And yes, I'm doing a giveaway for 4 lucky subscribers to get a $25 gift card to one of these 3 restaurants. And I'm telling you guys, you can't go wrong with either one of those, because $25 can get you something really, really, really good at any one of these three. Like the tour of Italy. If you like lasagna, chicken parmesan, fettuccine, you can get all that for 19 bucks at Olive Garden. If you like a good old sirloin, mashed potatoes, white gravy, french fries, which that's my meal, biscuits and cornbread, 15 bucks at Olive Garden. And then if you go to Red Lobster and you get coconut shrimp and crab, you're paying 22 bucks. So $25 can cover any one of these restaurants, and we're giving it away to 4 lucky subscribers, and just to say thank you because we love you. So make sure to subscribe and let us know which restaurant you want. Guys, I love you. Thank you for your love and support, and until next time, I'm John Miro. Peace.